おっす、俺はmanga0205 よろしくお願いします。 Well, enough fun with that. So, here's the next video, alright? Last time, we went over A-E-I-O-U. I'm sorry, that's A-I-U-E-O, the sentence structure, and ways to say I. Alright? This time, we're going to go over the next 5 hiragana, ways to say you, and an introduction to verbs. Alright? So while I get out of this clothing and get a little bit more serious, we'll get started. Alright? Stick around. Alright, now that I'm out of those clothes, let's get down to some serious business, alright? So, we're going to go first over. It's going to be the next 5 hiragana, which is going to be ka, ki, ku, ke, and ko, alright? I'm not sure if I told you, but hiragana, the characters for Japanese, are all pretty much just syllables, alright? So, going from a, I, U, E, O, we add a letter to change up the sound, alright? Pretty simple, right? Alright, so, ka. It's going to be a 1 stroke right here. Alright, 1 stroke right here. And then the last stroke, it's going to be kind of an apostrophe right there. Alright, pretty simple. Look it up. It looks a lot better typed up. This is just pretty much just simple handwriting. Alright, ki. You're going to start off with 1 stroke right here. A stroke right under there. Then you're going to come down. And then another stroke right here. Right? Now then, with ki, there are a couple of different ways to write it. Sometimes you write it same way, but with only 3 strokes coming down right here, then like that. Alright? It's up to you how you want to do it. I tend to do that one. I don't know why, but it's up to you. Most people can recognize the difference between this and this, how they're still the same character. Alright? Ku! This next one, it's just a 1 stroke. Alright? So, it's just going to be from going down and back. Alright? Pretty simple. The less than sign for mathematics. Alright? Ke. It's going to be 1 stroke right here. Another stroke right here, making kind of like a parentheses, and then you cross this line only. Alright? It's going to be kind of similar to something else later on, much later on. Alright? And then ko. Ko is going to be 1 stroke right here, and then another stroke right here. Alright? Then that's pretty much it. Kind of want to speed up through the hiragana because it's kind of basic and you don't really want to talk about it too much. Alright? So, practice ka, ki, ku, ke, ko this time around, and please don't move on to the next video until you get it down. Alright? Thanks. Stay tuned for the rest of the video. Alright, next up is ways to say you. Alright? Since we went over how to say I last time, we're going to go over how to say you. Alright? My god, my handwriting is atrocious. Alright, but as you can see, I decided to make it so that any of the characters that we've gone over are going to be written in hiragana. Alright? From now on, I'm going to do that to help you keep it in mind as you go along with these videos, alright? So, the first one, anata, alright? I'm pretty sure that if you guys have heard this before through anime and such, anata can also mean darling or something like that if you're referring to your husband or whatever, husband, wife. Anything like that. If you've seen any of the romantic comedies, I guess, you can sometimes hear them saying that to their significant other. Alright? Next one is omae. It's this word is kind of a bit more rude when you use it. Most people, when they're saying you, it's going to be anata. In general, in Japanese, it's more polite to refer to other people by their name. That's why you usually hear their name rather than saying these things. Plus, when you speak in Japanese, it's generally you take the subject off if you already know what you're talking about through the conversation. That's why they have a lot of comedy routines where they don't really know who they're talking about because they don't have the subject in there. All right. So, omae, it's a bit more rude. It's probably the rudest one out of the three right here. All right. Last one is kimi. All right. Not much else to say. It's pretty much in between anata and omae in terms of politeness. All right. Now then, seeing how these were the only three that I can come up with at the moment, I decided to give you a little bit of a bonus. All right. So we're gonna go over how to make things plural. All right. So making I into we and you into you, as in a group. All right. So give me 1 second. Alright, so time for the bonus stage! Woohoo! I'm sorry, I lost myself. Please forgive me. Alright, so the bonus. How to make things plural. Alright, so whenever you say I or you, you add tachi or ra at the end of the word. Alright, so if I want to say we are and I'm using watashi, I'm sorry, not we are, we, and I'm using watashi, I would say watashi tachi. Alright, please forgive my accent. I'm terrible going between Japanese and English. I sound a whole lot better to myself when I'm speaking straight Japanese. Alright, but yes, add tachi at the end of watashi. So watashi tachi, and that's how you say we. Choosing between tachi or ra, it kind of needs a bit more experience. I've heard anime say omaera, so saying you guys, omaera. We, with using ore, so I've heard it said as oretachi or orera wa orera. So it kind of takes getting the ear for it, alright? I haven't heard watashi ra, anything like this. Usually been watashi tachi and doing the we, alright? So again, do the homework, continue doing the homework from last time where I said do watch some things where they do speak Japanese, alright? Once you pick up the stuff that they say, you'll start hearing it more, and then you'll have that experience, alright? So it's something that you gotta experience for yourself, alright? So yeah, anata tachi, omaera, kimi tachi, watashi tachi, orera, boku tachi, that kind of stuff, alright? So you just gotta keep on hearing it, alright? So there's your bonus for today. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, so the final thing for today is going to be introduction to verbs, one of the most important things in a language, alright? You want to be able to say what you're doing, alright? Alright, so what I mean by introduction is we're just going to go over the basic form of two very important verbs that I want you guys to learn today, alright? We'll go over more verbs as we go along, so please hold on with me, alright? First, talking about the basics. Alright, so the basic form of a verb will always, and by basic I mean dictionary form, alright? It'll always end in characters of u, alright? So it will be u, ku, that kind of thing. So as we go along, as we learn them, we'll learn more u characters, but they will always end in the u category or the U. Alright? So the two basic ones that I want you to learn this time around are, let's see, it is suru and desu. Alright? I'm pretty sure that if most of you guys have been into the Japanese and all that stuff, you've heard of desu a lot. Alright? Suru you might not have seen as much. Alright? But here's what they mean. Suru is to do. Alright? And desu is to be. Alright? So in general, suru is for anything that, for any verbs that are not technically verbs. So, for example, benkyou suru, that is to study. Alright? Study, the word for study is benkyou, and I'm not sure how to describe it in English terms, but in general you use benkyou suru. Alright, so you're going to do studying. You're going to study. Alright? For desu, it's kind of pretty much just like is in English. Alright? Is, are, that kind of thing. So, am. So, ore wa manga0205 desu. Alright? So, it kind of acts sort of like a period when there isn't necessarily a verb at the end of the sentence. Alright? So what I just said, ore wa manga0205 desu. That's I am manga0205. Alright? And you might have heard that I said des rather than desu. In general, in Japanese, whenever it ends in u, sometimes, and I mean sometimes, you can, the U is kind of silent, alright? It wouldn't exactly work in suru. It's, again, one of those experience kind of things where you can tell which ones you can do it for, alright? But these two are the ones that I want you to learn, alright? So like I did with desu, you can introduce yourselves to other people saying watashi wa blank desu. Alright? Don't worry about the wa, I'll get to that in a couple more videos, but that's how you do it. Alright? So watashi wa yada 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 desu. Alright? Not sure what to tell you to do for suru, but I guess you could do it in English. I'm going to study suru. Whatever. It's up to you how you want to try to remember it. But if you want, you can wait for a couple more things, or you can study up on your own for more verbs. All right. But that is what I want you to learn: suru and desu. The basic form of the verb is going to be to, yeah, whatever, and it will always end in u. All right. We'll go over how to conjugate it into different ways later on. Alright? But there we go. Your introduction to verbs. Alright. Now give me a couple seconds for the closure. Alright, so here are the things that we've gone over today. Kakikuke ko. Hopefully you guys can remember that, feel that, or go back into the video and check it out. Ways to say you, as well as ways to say we and you plurally. Alright? And finally, basic verbs, suru and desu. Alright? Another thing I just came up with for desu, you can even say it in English, alright? Seeing as how it's going to be at the end. Let's say that over there is a chair desu. Alright? Desu, whichever one. Don't think that one really matters. It's usually changed up a lot. So we'll go over that sometime else, alright? But yes, this is all that we've gone over today. It's pretty fast, alright? Now then, here's your homework. So, your homework is practice these 5 characters as well as the earlier 5 characters. So a, I, u, e, o, ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. Alright? So practice all of those before you move on to the next one if I have put it out already. The next one is continue watching or listening for, or whatever what you're doing. You're trying to get used to the Japanese language, alright? Now then, here's a new one. I want you to find someone to practice with. Right? Find someone to learn this with. It makes it a whole lot easier if you can talk with someone about what you guys are learning, what you guys have already learned, what you want to learn, that kind of stuff. It makes it a whole lot easier to learn language if you have someone to practice it with. Alright? So if you have not done that already, please do find someone to practice it with. Could even be a family member or something. So just find someone. Again, it makes it a whole lot easier and it kind of makes it more interesting. Right? You get to find someone to practice it with rather than doing what I did and talking to yourself for a good bit of time. Alright? So that's pretty much it. Have a good one. See you later.